set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Here we go.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
38, Mike, 38. Here we go. 38 to Mike. Ricky.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. This is away, and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Browns drive about to get started. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know. We know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, get the whole month of December.
This is caught inside the 15. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. So with a big gainer anyways, he'll go ahead and take that instead of the pass interference call.
They didn't need the penalty. It would have been different, right, if they had somehow lost some yards somewhere, but they did not.
And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Nick Chubb, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized it.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
Here we go.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. No room to be had there on the 1st down run as he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
I'm going back to you.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll be 3rd down. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Here we go.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
53. Hey, come on,
11.
53.
Now Garoppolo to try and get after the pick six. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight.
Here we go.
Unable to find anyone open.
21.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw is Garoppolo. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Over the middle, it's complete. And he's able to get up here to the 26. They'll get 19 out of this, but it will still bring up a 4th down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, of that marker. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. It's a 5-yard pickup that time on what will wind up being the final play of this first quarter.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Derek Wolfe popping in for the sack.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
Here we go.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Watch it.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone. But sometimes the guy who's getting the ball tips the play off. The running back, because he's eager to get the pass, and sometimes he doesn't act very well about whether he's going to block or leak out or whatever. And I think that they saw that, and that's why they're able to get to him on it.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
Here I come.
21.
From midfield, here's Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Here's Garoppolo to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
And space opens a bit as he gets it across the 15 to the 17-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And they'll get him down here at the 23. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
Chubb with a carry on first down. It's not going to yield much, maybe a yard. It's 2nd down. The pass rush specialist, Dee Ford, in on the stop. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the gun, Mayfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Throwing on 2nd down. Garoppolo, wide open receiver, complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year as they are now on the board here in the first half. Maybe that is the boost that this offense needed.
But out of the blue comes this big shot here. You're exactly right. Like a dunk in basketball, like a home run in baseball, maybe a solo shot. Sometimes you need that big play to get things ignited.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
The Browns drive about to get started. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Man open, that's Damian Ratley. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Alert, 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 alert. Hey, Zoo. Done.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. He's going to float this one deep right side. That's going to be caught. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. They come out with one back and three tight ends. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. A run for Nick Chubb. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. They'll give it to Chubb, and he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Nick Chubb, as the first half is winding down, and the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. They come up on second and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Garoppolo, a final shot here before half. Going up top. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Browns drive about to get started. The third quarter starts with a run by Chubb. He'll have a first down past the 40. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Breaks the tackle, he's got room to run. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. Mayfield on first down. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. No gain on the play there. It'll be second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Looking to throw again on second down. Mayfield. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. And can you believe it? He misses another one, his third so far. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Throwing again on second down. Garoppolo. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. From the gun on third, Garoppolo. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. Garoppolo now. 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%. And it's 1st and 10. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Credit the sack to the always disruptive Olivier Vernon. So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long?
56 to Mike. 13. Mike's 56. Mike's 56.
Garoppolo. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Greedy Williams picks it off. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now...
And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and that will extend this big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Now it appears we've got an injured Raven down there on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 40. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. And again, it's Chubb. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.